Cloud. All right. We'll get this started. So I just want to welcome you guys. So we have 3 wonderful coaches who are on this call tonight. Just going over new coach call. We have Alyssa and Brittany joining me here tonight. Bear with me as you might hear my child screaming in the background. We like Mickey, and this is just how we live our life. We're moms who do this business full-time, part-time, and on the side. So tonight's call, we're just going to go over like getting connected. How do you get started right? How do you unlock your business? What does it look like to start and share, and more?
Yeah, so if you guys are here, you're probably, maybe you're a brand new coach who is ready to hit the ground running, or you're someone who is like, I've been curious and watching about this business, but just not really sure where to start, if this is for me, or maybe you're just here and you're like, I have no idea why I got invited to this, but you are curious and you want to know more. But one thing I know that we all, like you all have in common, is that someone believes in you. One of us believes in you, and that's why you're here. So we're going to just dive right into all of these things, all of the amazing things that come with coaching, what we do and how we do it.
So first things first, the first thing you need to know, go ahead and take a picture of this, write it down, whatever you need to do, put it in a sticky note and put it in your little work area. Perfect prevents productivity. Progress and learning as you go is where it's at. So instead of thinking that you have to have your entire life together to start something new, just realize that a little bit of progress, a little bit of baby steps every single day is what's going to get you to your goal. So instead of beating yourself up because you weren't able to get the live version of this call, you got the recording, like that's progress, you know, like little things like that. Like Jericca said, we're all moms, we're all busy. There's no way that life is ever going to be perfect. It's never going to not be busy. Okay. Like that's just life. So just go ahead and like make that your number one rule. Baby steps every single day. A little bit every single day is going to lead to a lot. So just a good little rule of thumb. And utilize your resources. So there are so many resources within your team and within Beachbody as a whole entire platform. No need to create the wheel. No need to feel like you have to be the best at creating Canvas, or you have to be good at writing, or you have to be good at energy. That's what we're here for. Like just within the 3 coaches on this call, we each have used our own gifts and talents to bring you guys this presentation. So just know that you don't have to have everything perfected. You have resources right here. You have the Team Beachbody website. Whenever you sign up as a coach, you pay $15 a month for an entire coach office. You have someone who's going to calculate your income, calculate your Success Club numbers, calculate your volume. All of that is going to be done for you. So you're going to be going through this new coach mentorship. We have an amazing team Google Drive that has incredible resources. We're always dropping like slides and Canvas and calls and things like that for you. There's also a weekly training call called the National Wake Up Call. It is so good. It also comes out in a podcast form. So I love that, to listen to that on the way to work. They've shortened it this year too. So instead of like an hour, it's like a quick 20 minutes where you get to hear from some of the top coaches about how, like what's worked for them and how they're successful. So you can pull tips and use them in your own coaching business. And then of course, each of us have our own team pages, and you'll be put into a message thread along with this call. And then you'll also be in some other message threads as well. So just lots of resources and opportunities to connect. So like I said, our coach family is really, really huge. We could not get everybody in one picture. So my team is Sweat and Breathe Tribe. I'll tell a little backstory. I'll let each of these guys just kind of throw in a little piece of their story. But so Sweat and Breathe Tribe comes from the thing that got me through my darkest moments postpartum was just literally sweating and breathing, just taking those deep breaths. It's something that we do not even think about. It's an autonomic response that we don't think about. Like breathing naturally calms you down. So that helped with my depression and anxiety the most. So naturally I named my team Sweat and Breathe Tribe. And here we are. I just tell my people, if you can just sweat and breathe, you can get through anything. So Jericca, where did breaking barriers come from?
Breaking barriers really came from me just breaking down all of my insecurities, all my self-doubt, all of my body image issues. and really breaking over the barrier of like how to love myself again, and all the things that get in the way after you have a child, all the things that the world throws at you that you're not always expecting. So breaking down those walls and those barriers and becoming stronger because you broke those down and you conquered them. So the MOB, I know it says MOB, but it's modify our beauty. So it's breaking barriers while modifying our beauty. And so that's what it's all about. And it's about self-love and like showing up for yourself by breaking those barriers. Alyssa, your turn.
I love that. Yeah, so Smile Strong comes from my boys. I have 2 little boys. They were both born cleft affected. And I know I struggled majorly. And like, that is what got me into this. It's a very long story, but I won't go into all that. But basically, you know, I believe that we all have confidence within that's just waiting to be like triggered and ignited. And I think that whenever it is ignited, you're really able to just like live your life with this genuine smile. And so that's what I want to empower other moms like me to do through just getting their health and fitness, living a healthy and fulfilling lifestyle.
All right, that's awesome. So first things first, it starts with you. It starts with your journey. It starts with who you are and nothing else. It doesn't matter if Sheila needs help or Carrie needs help. If you're not focusing on you, then it's really hard to serve others. So getting to know the products and learning how to love the products. I always suggest really honing in on one product at a time, if not 2. Hi, yes, I see you.
Hi.
I'm so sorry. It's just getting to know the products, loving the products, and really fine-tuning what you know, because what you know about the products is what's going to also change. So sharing that, telling people how the products change your lifestyle. It could be Shakeology. It gives you that nutritional value that you've been needing, the extra energy. It could be Energize. It's your pick-me-up throughout the day just to get you through. It's your recover so you're not sore after a hard workout. Whatever that looks like, share it and how it helps you. Pay it forward so that you can help others to start.
Mommy.
People are looking at you for
Mommy.
answers and solutions, and people are wanting to see what transformation you have with those products. So help pay that forward to help others. You have to fill up your cup first before you can pour into others. And that is key. That is something my coaches have taught me, is just, if you're not investing in you, you cannot pour to others. If your cup is empty, you have nothing to give. So this journey is solely about starting with you from the very basics. And that's getting started now. You know, when you're going over your mindset and your why, you're really digging deep on why you decide to show up. You're going to see your eye rollers. You're going to have the fear of failing. You're going to have the what if spy. You're going to give the live and design a life for you, but not to appease others. Who and what motivated you? That's going to be your why. So for example, my why was loving the woman in the mirror again, having that confidence, loving myself so I could be a more confident and better wife, better mom, and better worker and better friend. And if I didn't have that reason, I wouldn't have started. Now my reason has changed. My why is a little bit different. My why is really to provide an experience for my daughter that I never had, and showing her how to love herself. You know, and the next part is committing to a program. Get in a group, be proof of the product. People look at people who are thriving this because they're so consistent. So being committed to yourself and to your own journey is key. Committing to sharing on social media. Now, I know that not everybody shares a lot on social media. It is hard. It can sometimes be uncomfortable. For me, that's not a problem. I love talking. I'm crazy like that. I love sharing my life on my stories. But posting is my hard part because I don't like failing. You can't fail when you're talking, but if something doesn't get 100 likes, something doesn't go viral, sometimes I have that insecurity. But guess what? The whole point is the people who are watching, those are your people. The people who are viewing your story, those are the people that you can cater to. And it's not about those thousands of people. It's that one person that you can change their life. And how you can do that first by you is starting your own journey is by your personal development. My favorite book right now, I mean, I do my devotional and I put God first in everything, but You Are a Badass. Like, I would suggest adding this into your cart. It just talks to you about the energy, where to put energy, get the negative energy out. So the negative people who do not support you, in this life, you're not going to always have the support, but you are going to find and surround yourselves by people with like minds. And that it just talks about pushing yourself over that barrier to get to the next level, to get to the next step. And that's why I love it, because I feel like it relates to my story so much. So we talked about filling your cup first, and how you do that is being proof the product works. So sharing your supplements, sharing your shakes, sharing your pre-workout, showing your nutrition, sharing what you're eating every day. All we need to do is commit. I'm so sorry. Sharing your nutrition, showing like everybody what you're eating for the day, even if it's not the healthiest thing, even if you went to Chick-fil-A today and ate a fry, share that. People want to know how real you are, what you're making, and what life looks like for you. And then of course, working out. Like that's a staple. We get paid to work out, eat, and drink a juice. Like that is awesome. And you get to share that with others. And by sharing that, you're connecting and follow up. So connecting with people in your warm and cold markets, you're going to have people who are so pumped about your journey, and then you're going to reach out to people you didn't know you needed in your life. And that's the exciting part, because I wouldn't know these two people if somebody wouldn't have reached out to me and said, hey, do this with me. And now I've connected with these two wonderful coaches on the call. And one person invited them to do this who they never knew. So then you're going to follow up and treat this business like a business. You're going to want to make it yours, and making sure that you have your people on your team, and you're going to spread love. You're going to invite people to join. You're going to do it on your social media. You're going to do it maybe in your day-to-day job. You're going to do it maybe in Walmart. But the whole point is getting people results with both their fitness journey and their coaching business. You want people to earn an income in this process too. If it's helping your family, why wouldn't you give back and have somebody help their family? But again, it goes back to personal development and working on you. So I love that it's last, but it also should be first. I've always heard coaches say, if you're not developing and diving into what you're struggling with, you could be wanting to focus on the business. And so you should be reading a business book. You could be doing a mental spiral, and you should be focusing on that. Whatever your goals are at that current time, that's what you should be investing into. So read or listen to something personal development daily, books, audio, or podcast. You guys, on the morning wake up call Brittany talked about today, and they talked about just 10 minutes a day of diving in. That's all we're asking for you to commit in your personal development, because that 10 minutes, I promise you, will invest in your, cause the investment in yourself in the long run and help.
Okay, sharing over selling. This is actually my favorite part. I absolutely love this. So sorry, Jericca, you can probably skip to the next slide.
Okay. Nope, sorry.
No, it's okay. So if you follow any of us, which I'm sure that you do if you're here, you realize that we're not walking, talking Beachbody billboards. Like we rarely say the word Beachbody. Like we just share our genuine lives, because Beachbody is just a piece of what has helped us transform in some way or another. And I actually heard this really recently and I loved it. It was, if the products sold themselves, the company wouldn't need you. And what that means is people aren't just looking at a catalog and oh, I'm going to do this workout program. They're looking at you and they're seeing well, if she can do this in her crazy busy life, I can do this too. So that's what you're going to be sharing about. Just like Jericca said, you're going to be sharing your real life, because people want to see that, just relatable stuff. So, so sorry. Next, you can probably go to the next one. No, I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, good. So all of those things that Jericca talked about in the 4 vital behaviors, you're going to just show up and do your workouts. You're going to share what you're eating. And like I said, just be really real and show people that they can do this, and give them the value of what this will actually do for their life. And not just physical transformations, but helping them become the mom that they want to be, and show up for themselves and show themselves self-love, so that their kids can see that, and just little things like that. And that is what makes all the difference in your social media, is just being real and not plastering Beachbody all over everything.
Okay, so the best thing that you can ever do for your business is not do like Brittany and be unorganized, but do unlike Brittany and be organized. So I will say, almost 3 years into coaching, I did not start using my business activity tracker consistently until January. Since January, using my business activity tracker, I've had no issue hitting Success Club, which we're going to talk about soon. Consistently showing up and pouring into my challengers. I've had higher retention rates with like my clients throughout the month. And then I've also attracted more coaches like you guys, because you see that I can do this daily in the midst of, like Alyssa said, in the midst of like craziness. I just basically show you guys how I do it. So just following a very like written out for you way to do this. This is like a tracker that you can purchase. There's also the Success Club system that is in your coach office, like we talked about. So on that tracker, the first part is taking care of yourself, right? We've touched on that a lot. The second part is inviting. Okay, so who do you invite? The first thing you can do is create 100 lists. What that means is it doesn't really have to be 100 people, but let's just start with 10. Okay, let's start small. If you did 10 people for 10 days, you're going to have 100 people, right? So start small. Like I said before, progress over perfection. So think about the closest 10 people that you have to you that you would want to work out with. Think about somebody. If you were going to go to the gym, who would you call and say, hey, go to the gym with me? If you were going to go to a walk in the park, who would you call? Who would you say, let's go for a walk in the park? Think about your family, the people that support you and other things. Never assume that somebody's not going to want to do this, because you will be shocked at who wants to sign up with you and who wants some help whenever you reach out to them. So just think about people like that. Once you get your journey started, even if it's just your day one, feel free to snap a picture of you and be proud of that picture and post it and share it and say, hey, this is what I'm doing. That is the ultimate accountability, to put it out there that you are a coach and this is your journey and this is what you're doing, because now you have your whole Facebook and Instagram counting on you to keep showing up. So it's a little daunting, but it's the best accountability. Like, imagine where you could be a year from now if you never let those people down and you continue to invite them, okay? So they're gonna have people that like that post. You're gonna have people that comment on that post. Those are people that you can put on your 100 list. Start inviting as soon as you make your first post. Next. So what are you inviting to? Like I said, you're going to have a day one. You can either invite to this Coach Basics workshop, or a lot of us are going through the Gut Check Challenge. And then we have another program next week that Alyssa knows a whole lot about, and it's going to be our Fire and Flow program, and it's so heavily mindset focused. I cannot wait to hear more about that in the journal. So this is going to be the perfect program really to get your coaching journey started. Like Jericca said, working on your mindset is super, super important. It's the basics for everything, not just your coaching business, but your daily life, your motherhood, whatever it is that you go through on the daily. So you're inviting to your journey, okay? Like, whatever you're doing, invite somebody else to do it with you. And the cool thing is, you don't have to do what everybody else is doing. Just because I'm doing the gut challenge and you want to do muscle burns fat from 2 years ago, that's great. Start a muscle burns fat group. Be different. Have something that you can relate to with somebody else. Okay. So make sure you're doing what you're doing makes you happy. Then you'll be more apt to inviting to it. So you just simply invite to the workout program you're doing, anything that you have any interest in. That's what you're sending them to. So kind of like I touched on, think about who would benefit from this. Do you have anybody in your life who has recently mentioned that they haven't been feeling good? Or I think about all the time, like my family members who I've invited and who have signed up and who have seen success. Jericca can speak a lot on this because her mom's transformation is insane. But if you, like for me, I have a lot of family members, women who constantly look in the mirror and talk negatively about themselves, who walk into a room and immediately want to sit down, that sort of thing. So I've invited all of those women and signed them up. So think about who you love, who would benefit from this. And then who would be fun to work with? So as far as coaching goes, you want people that you're going to get along with, that you're going to have a good time with. We go on retreats. We spend a lot of time together. We talk to each other through Messenger. So you want people that you can work with. You can choose, okay? Like you don't have to invite Susie from high school who you really don't get along with. Like maybe she's going to be a good challenger, but you don't have to work alongside her. So don't feel like, you're glued to anything that you don't want to be glued to. Who normally supports you in your daily life? I mentioned that recently. People who normally cheer you on and support you, they're great people to immediately reach out to. And then who would you want to run a group with? That goes back to coaching. So just thinking about who you work well with. You and your best friend can start a crazy good challenge group with Fire and Flow next week and get people excited. So just reach out to people and simply just invite them to what you're doing. Nobody's going to come to the party if you don't invite them. Okay.
Okay, so like Brittany said, you're going to invite those people who are going to be your first supporters. And they're going to get VIP access for free. So you are going to get VIP access for free. So you make $50 back per person. Bonus one, after 2 signups, eligible for weekly bonuses. Okay, so that's awesome because you sign 2 people up, then you activate your business. If you use bonus number 2, if you sign up 5 people within 5 weeks, you get an extra bonus for $100 to sign up. And I don't know about you, but $150 plus $150 is $300. And as of right now, with gas being almost $5, I can do a lot with $300. So you want to just like utilize your own VIP access and referral codes. So when you get signed up as a coach, the first thing you're going to do and the first thing you're going to receive is a $10 coupon because you want to save. So hopefully your coach gave you a $10 off coupon to get you started. You can do the same thing to somebody else. $10 might not seem a lot, but when you are investing in your health, your nutrition, you're changing your mindset and you're ready to make this change for your family, that investment is bigger than just the $159 that you start with. So help somebody get signed up as a VIP member, $160 for everything. You get access for 1,000 workouts, hundreds of programs. You get the first month for free of our live interactive program. Not only do you get that, but you also get a free month of products for you to try. So that means you get to try your shakes, you get to try your Energize. And if you absolutely love it, which I know you will, then you get to have it the next month and you can choose, but you have no obligation. They can cancel it and just keep their workouts for the whole year and nutrition access. And guess what? You can still invest in them because one day they might say, hey, you know what? That really did work for me. I want to try it again. And the great thing is you can offer that. And the more consistent you are with helping them on this journey, the more they're going to trust you with all the information when it comes to product and workouts that you share. So what is Emerald? What did I mean when I said you get to unlock your business? Well, you get to activate and sign up 2 people to coach with you and do this business with you. It can be 2 people who do this business with you, or it can just be 2 individuals who are personal customers, who want the discount, maybe not want to sell the product, but the goal is for you to show others how to serve others. So you're going to sign up 2 personally sponsored coaches, and you're going to put one on your right leg and one on your left leg. We can always get to that. I always say start simple and just invite your 2 best friends to do this journey with you, right? Or your mom, or your Aunt Susie, or your grandma. All 3 of those are on my team and do the business with me. So when you get people signed up and you hit what we call Success Club, you get the opportunity where you get leads. That means customers who sign up Beachbody but didn't have a coach like you and I, that you can now serve. And you can go and invest in them and create relationships with them so that they can trust your process as well. You get to earn team cycling bonus, which is awesome, I'm so sorry. She just said that word. Okay, so then you get a team cycling bonus. And what that means is that you get to, when you get all these wonderful people underneath you and they are continuing purchasing product, you continually build off of that. So once you gain coaches and they have coaches, all of that filters up from the bottom and all of it filters down from the top, and you get to basically have a rotating income. What could you do? And each time that happens, the cycle is $14, $16, or $18. And you guys, that adds up, and it adds up quickly. When you add 2 people onto your team, you get a huge return investment. It pays for all the product that you are utilizing to show others what you're doing, but also feel good doing it. And then you get commissions paid weekly. So you sign individuals up, you get free leads. If they purchase product, you get commission on top of that. But all in all, you only need 2 active coaches. Oh, snap. You only need 2 active coaches to do this, 1 on each leg. Super simple. Find your 2 best friends, find your mom, and get started. Who could you invite right now? Like I said earlier, 2 VIPs tonight makes you $100 next week and unlocks your business. So if you were to get off this call, think about who would be your 2 people that you're like, I know that they would do this with me. Maybe they already have it. Maybe there are people who are like, I know that you're interested in doing this. I want to start when you're ready. Those are going to be the people that you partner with. It could be your best friends. It could be your family. It could be your neighbor that you're really close with. That was who my first person was my neighbor. She saw me working out for 3 days in my garage with my with the door open. She goes, what are you doing? I want to do it. And she was my first sign up, legit 3 days after I had started. If you want to build this business, then you set 3 customers and VIPs monthly as your minimum goal. Not only are you going to get your return on investment, but you're going to also make an extra $50 in your pocket. With that being said, when you add 3 people per month and you do it within a 6-month time frame, if you add 3 people each month and you do it for 3 months out of 6 months, you get Success Club Starter, which gives you access to test groups. So the great thing is I was a part of the test group, Job 1, which launched in January, right? No, launched in December. I think it was December. Launched in December. And then you have Alyssa, who is hit Success Club Starter. And now she is doing Fire and Flow, and she can give you all that information. Brittany, did you hit that when you first started?
I did, but I didn't take advantage of the test group. I ignored the email. Like I said, don't be Brittany.
Don't be Brittany. So we each took the time and took control of our business right away and said, these were our non-negotiables. And we each found 3 people each month that we could serve, that we could help and get results and help them get to the next level so that we could advance our business. And you have no idea how many people that join you when you get to be in that Success Club, because they see that you were a part of something so special, something so elite, and that you get firsthand knowledge before anybody else does. And it just makes the power of inviting so much easier.
Okay, so you're gonna want to go find who is your biggest fan. And obviously, we've been talking about this here, but if you go to work and you're a full-time working mom, you're gonna want to maybe go to one of your coworkers. And if there's been something that you've been struggling with health-wise, that you're like, hey, go to them in confidence. Well, if you're going to start sharing about your life, you don't want it to be in too much confidence, but you're going to go to them and just say, hey, I really am making a change in my life to, just do something better for myself. And I was wondering if you'd want to do this with me, because I'm going to be eating a little bit differently. I'm going to be doing these workouts, and I would love to have an accountability partner. And since you're somebody who's in my life consistently, I would just love for that to be you. So you're going to go to that person, ask them for their support, and just really get started right off the bat with an accountability buddy of your own. And I'm so sorry, next. So same thing, you're gonna just find those 2 people, really pair up with them, and you can get plugged into all of us have accountability groups where we post our workouts and we share a coach post every single day. Your coach may ask you to be a posting coach, where you would just post either a recipe or motivation, usually those posts we already have like set up for you. You just have to get in there and engage with your customers. And so we have that accountability group set up, but it's really awesome whenever you know the people that are in there and you're getting your customers in there also. And your social media is your storefront. So you're really, like I said, sharing everything that you want to share in your life that you know is relatable to the people that you want to serve. And you're helping them through the posts that you share, through your stories and reels, all of that good stuff, fun stuff that we have endless training on. You do not have to be a social media guru to get started in this business. You really can just start from wherever you're at. If you post like on the holidays or your kids' birthdays, you can start from there and be a successful coach. You can learn and grow every single day.
All right, so touching a little bit more on connecting and inviting. So like I said, you're going to make that first coming out post like, hey, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to start my health journey. Your coach can help you write that post. You can put a little tidbit about your story in there if you'd like, or you can simply just say, I am going to start coaching and helping people. Like, who needs help? So whenever you post that, go ahead and follow up with those people, like I said, that like you and comment, that like your post and comment on your post. So there's a little sample right there for you to reply to them. And then there's also a sample for Facebook too, if you feel like you're too wordy or anything like that. So that's a lot of things. That's something that we hear a lot, is that people, they want to send a message, but they feel like it's too much and you don't want to overwhelm your client. So we give you lots of examples of that. We're able to help with that. And we also highly encourage you to do voice messages. It's so much quicker, easier, and it just creates a better bond of trust as well. So this is another example for your invite. Whatever day of the week it is, you're just going to be like, hey, happy Tuesday. How was your Mother's Day? How was your weekend? Things like that. What are you guys up to? Anything like that. You can start a conversation that way. You do want to be genuine. So if it takes you a little bit of like prelim conversation to get comfortable with somebody before inviting them, that's okay. If you're the type of person who would rather just get to the point, that's okay too. Shoot them a message, and just like this example right here, I've started this coaching thing and I want to invite you to do it with me. I want to invite you to get some workout help, nutrition, things like that, or I want to invite you to do the business. So there's a, if you want to like take a little picture of that, there's 3 examples right there in those last 2 slides. You just saw 3 examples of posts, things you could, or messages you could send to potential customers. Okay, so then once you send that message, they're going to message back, hopefully, and they're going to say, okay, give me some more info. If they don't, it's okay. It's okay. That's why you're going to follow up. You're going to learn about follow-ups later. Okay, don't get too overwhelmed. A no is not a never. So when they do want more information, you go ahead and say, for me, this is my example. I can let the other coaches chime in if they have a different example, but I have learned in the past from experience, this is something you can take from Brittany. So messaging back and forth, it's very time consuming for me. I feel lost in the conversation. I didn't enjoy the conversation. It got ingenuine, and then I never followed up with them, that sort of thing. So I immediately say, hey, okay, great. When can you get on the phone to talk? When can you FaceTime? When can you Zoom? What's good for you? If that's not good for them, then I will text them. If they, sometimes I say, fill out this form and I can give you some more information. I'll have an email kind of typed up with the sample workout and a little sizzle video. We have sizzle videos for all of our programs that you can send them. Let that video, like I said, use your resources. Let that video give them the information they're looking for. So you can do a video, you can do a voice message, you can get them on the phone, you can reply their message through text. You have so many options. How do you like to be talked to? Do that in return. And if you need help with the information, ask your coach. Sorry, one more thing. This is a good tip. And if you feel like you don't know, tell them that you're new to this, but you're going to find the right information for them. Okay. It's okay if you're not a genius about Beachbody and all of the programs right off the bat. All of us have been in this for a while. you have resources. Like I said, use them and just tell them, you know what, I'm in this coach thread. I do this all the time. I'm in this coach thread and I don't know the answer to that, but I bet one of those girls do. So I'm going to get you the information. That's honesty and that's persistence, and it shows them that you care. So take that little tidbit too. And then so after you give them the information back, hopefully they say, okay, sign me up. So you have, like I said, the coach office. You're going to go into your coach office and you're going to send them something called a share cart. You're going to design their link for them. So you're going to learn all about this within the next week, going through the mentorship, how to send a share cart, that sort of thing. So don't feel like you have to learn that tonight. But you're going to just ask them what flavor Shakeology they want, or if they want the performance line, you'll ask them about Energize and Protein, and then you plug them into that, shoot them their cart. It's that easy. It goes to their email. They finish up their purchase from there. Then they're on your team. So hopefully you have a bod group, or you have a coach who has a bod group that you can invite them to. So that'll be the next thing you do. If they decide to sign up as a coach, go ahead and get them plugged in. I would say 1 or 2 message threads. You don't want to overwhelm them, obviously, but go ahead and get them plugged into somewhere, introduce them, make them feel special as they are, and then show up in the group with them. If you're asking somebody else to be a coach and to show up every day and to share their journey, then you need to be doing the same thing. Okay. You can't ask somebody to do something that you're not willing to do. Like I said, this is the ultimate accountability. So make sure you're showing up in the groups with them, keep in contact with them. You guys can establish a mutual kind of contact, whatever's best for you. Some people, me and Jericca talked about this recently. Some people I talk with every single day. Some people I talk with once a month, some every 6 months. You ask them, what's best for you? How much attention do you need? However much you need, I'm here to help you. Okay. That's how you're going to help them achieve their goals.
Okay. So Success Club and Success Club Starter, establishing your business. So we talked about that. We talked about making sure that you have those 2 people, but really establishing your business is 3 people per month. So you're helping 3 women get started with a challenge pack. Then you'll hit Success Club 3 months within the first 6 months of your business, like I talked about earlier, and earn a ticket to Coaching Summit. So not only did I hit this when I started a year ago, I now get to go to our first live summit since 2019 for free. And I mean, my husband had to pay for his ticket, but he's coming with me. And so that is just one experience that we get to spend together. And one of those tickets are free. You also get to earn your spot in the next program test group. A lot of us, all 3 of us have both been in a test group or have been offered a test group, and we get to win these awesome prizes. We get to be a part of it. So fun fact, I have, if you look at this page, these are the gifts that you can win. I have the backpack, I have the hat, I got the new satchel that came this year. These are just fun gifts that Beachbody gives you for just serving and helping everybody. And the great thing too is if you want to give those back, you can also give them as gifts to those who come and enjoy your team as a thank you for being awesome. That's something I did with one of my Beachbody hats for one of my challengers. She showed up every single day for 100, a program that was 100 days. And I was like, you deserve a reward. So here you go. Trips and AKA fun. So like I said, you can win a trip to Coach Summit, which is where you get to experience super trainers, get all of your teams together, and you get to just experience the business like you've never seen on a whole nother level. Then you also get to have a chance to go to a Success Club rewards trip. So I completely had total FOMO to this, but it was Punta Cana this last year. We're going to Maya Riviera next year. I've already earned it. Brittany's already earned it. Alyssa, I'm not sure if you've already earned it for the year.
I did, and then I turned it down and like my offer down, and then I have to get it back, so.
Okay. Well, we all earned that. So that's super exciting that we just like focus on our business and serving and helping people. Now we get to go on these free trips where we get to like free trips to work out, free trips to eat, free trips to just honestly meet all of our virtual best friends and just be super excited about that. And you guys, this is just only a part of our team does really cool trips outside of what Beachbody offers we have been able to go to Panama City Beach. We have gone to North Carolina. We have gone to Gatlinburg. We've been on a huge, like, you guys get to work and earn your way to so much more and see what this community really can offer you. It's friendships, it's people there that have gotten you through the hard times. It's people on Zoom that you see every morning, and then you finally get to see them in person. You guys, it's like nothing else you've ever been a part of. And once you get there, you'll be able to see the experience. Every call that I've been on, the morning wake up calls, they have talked about, when did your business take off? And they said, when I went to Coach Summit in 2017, when I went to Coach Summit in 2019. You guys, I am so excited to go to Coach Summit this year, because not only I want my business to take off before that, but I just want to know what it's like to just really just see what this business can do, and also have my husband see what this business truly can do for our family.
Oh, sorry, that's me. And then I was like, am I muted? So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to get a checklist of all of the things that you're going to do in like your first week of coaching. You're going to get plugged into this mentorship that we are providing for you guys, a group thread, and you're just going to start sharing your story and like picking a program. Number one thing, I should have started with that. So picking your program and fully committing to that is what you're going to do, because that's what you're going to share. That's the journey that you're going to be talking about, and sharing little video clips of your workouts every day and your stories, so that people are seeing that consistency. It's the extra layer of accountability, and inviting people and having the conversations, and just helping people get transformations with you. And you're going to go emerald and unlock your business and get started and just take off, so that you can find the more that has attracted you to even show up here. It's like, you know, I'm sure that if you've been watching, you've been feeling pulled to like more, whether that's more time freedom, more financial freedom, more community and friendships. Like there's something that has brought you here, and like you can start that today. So that's where you're going to get started. And we are so excited to just do this with you and be a part of your community. So if anybody has any questions.
You can stop recording.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions? You can put them in the chat if you don't feel comfortable talking. Sorry, I'm gonna unmute my child. I'm just gonna have to hear her scream. Any questions?
Is this what you feel like with your satchel?